Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna do something so exciting. We're gonna be creating our first Shop My Stash basket. If you're interested in checking out what products I'm gonna have in rotation for the next 3 weeks, then just keep watching. Hi guys, thank you for clicking on my video. I'm so excited because I've been kind of telling you guys I want to do more that doesn't include new. Don't get me twisted. I'm still going to buy new makeup. I'm not on a no buy, not on a low buy. I just really want to be intentional about enjoying and using up the stuff that I have in my collection, which, I mean, some would say is a little excessive, okay? But before we get started, don't forget to like if you like what you see, consider subscribing, and go follow me on Instagram and Twitter if you haven't already done so. This video was truly inspired by Kelly Gooch. I know that a lot of creators out there do Shop My Stash. I would also say that Leela Elena here on YouTube also inspired me to do this because I really like her Shop My Stash, or she calls it like my makeup bag or something. But I just I do this anyway. I like to rotate the makeup I have. But now I want to show you guys how I rotate, how I think about the things, and also give you maybe mini reviews a few weeks from now, letting you know how my Shop My Stash rotation went and what you guys want to see next. All right, so without further blabbering, let's go ahead and start shopping my stash and pick out some goodies for the next few weeks. All right, guys, so I've never actually filmed one of these, so I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but my drawers are messy. Please excuse that. It's more about choosing what we're going to use for our Shop My Stash. I think for foundations, like right now, I've just really been feeling like the skin tints, you know, and so we have a lot of those. We have the Fenty Beauty, we have Amy Collet, I have this CoverGirl one that never gets used, and so I've been doing a lot of light foundations, but I do have some work stuff coming up that's going to require like very long wearing foundations, very long days. And so the one that I was kind of looking at for the next 3 weeks is I wanted to have one drugstore and one luxury. So I'm thinking about the Chanel Ultra Latent. I really liked this one when I did a full face of Chanel. So this one is really good for long wearing. Another foundation that I think would be really good that I haven't used in a while, and it's one of my favorites. I'm really tan right now, so I think I should go and use up the last of my Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation. As you guys can see, like, I've used quite a bit of this, you guys. This foundation is so nice. And so I think I'm going to put it into my 3-week rotation. Now if we turn our attention to the primers back there, I do need a hydrating primer with my Chanel Ultra Latent. So I'm thinking about this Tatcha Luminous Silk Primer. I really like it. I feel like it is hydrating, and I think it's really good. For my Urban Decay Stay Naked, I think that a silicone primer would do really well. This one is by e.l.f. and it's a matte and prep primer. It's really nice. It really does compare to like the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, so I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with this primer. All right, so this drawer is pretty embarrassing, but this is the drawer that has all my bronzers, highlighters, blushes, loose powders. For a time, I was super obsessed with loose powder, and so I have all of these here. One that I can tell you that I did not give enough credit to or love to, which was this Innisfree No-Sebum mineral powder. I was looking for a powder that would help with all of my oil production being out here in Dallas, and it was so humid during the summer last year. So I picked this up and I haven't really used it, so I think I want to give it a little bit of love and use this for the next rotation to see if it's really good or not. I've said this before, but one of my favorite drugstore brands is e.l.f. I bought this a while back. It's a contour and bronzing palette, and I haven't really used it much since last year, so I thought that I would use this for the next few weeks. It's also a good one because it has like a highlighting under eye setting powder. e.l.f.'s powders are actually really nice, and I'll be traveling for work a little bit, so I think this is a good palette to take with me. On the blush side, I've been obsessed with this Tower 28 Golden Hour from last year. I've used it a lot, so I think I have to put this down, and I'm going to try and see if I can fall in love with this Rare Beauty blush. It's really nice. I don't remember it lasting all day, but I want to give it a good shake because I bought it. It's just sitting here and I'm not using it. This is in the shade Nearly Apricot, and I don't know. I want to try it out and see if I can fall in love with it. I'm a serial declutterer, so if it's not going to serve me any purpose, then it has to go. Can anybody guess what's in this little pouch? It's my Gucci bronzer. I haven't used it in quite some time, like a couple months at least. And so I wanted to pull it out and use it because it's one of my favorites and I just got to show it some love. It's a little bit deeper than other bronzers I have too, so for the summer I think it's perfect. So we will go ahead and take my Gucci bronzer and use that. I do believe that this is in the shade 03, so it is like a red-based, red-toned bronzer, but it's really beautiful during the summer. Because we're using the Nearly Apricot Cream Blush by Rare Beauty, I think this would be a really perfect way to top it. This is my Cover FX, and it is in Soft Peach. It's a really pretty orangey shade, and I don't use it enough, so I definitely want to use this for the next rotation. It's a really pretty formula. And for highlighter, I think I want to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Iced Out Highlighter. I haven't used this in quite some time. Probably not since the beginning of the year, so I want to give it a try. It is like a yellow based highlighter, so I think it should work with the apricot soft peach hues of the blush that I chose, but I'll just go ahead and use it. I think it's really beautiful and I think it's time to use. Moving on to my lip products, there's a lot of lip products, you guys. I have those two there, and then I also have all of those lip products there. So let me go ahead and go through this and see which are everyday wearable that I want to try and really get good use out of. Okay, so filming the lips turned out to be a little bit harder than what I thought because I don't have my mic mounted on my camera, so I had to hold my mic while trying to look through the lips. So anyway, I just picked out some products that I think I want to use. Now, I love like nude lips like every day, all day, because I usually do a little bit heavier on the eyes. But what I picked out that I want to be using the next 3 weeks is going to be my Alamar Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Dulce. It's a really perfect nude for me, and I really like it. So that's the lip liner there. Then I'm ashamed to say, but I haven't given my Pat McGrath lipstick too much love in the shade Dream Lover. This was what was released with the blushes, so I pulled this out so that I could use it. It is just such a beautiful rosy nude, and I am obsessed with the shade, but I haven't used it much because I've been busy with all the other shit I get. And then the lip gloss that I want to use to top it or use alone when the desire or the need arises is my Artist Couture lip gloss. This is in the shade Sugar Baby, and it's really pretty. I really like it, and I think this will be a really beautiful nude combination. Now, I went live this past weekend on my Instagram, and I wanted like to use like a pink lip, or somebody suggested a pink lip, and I came up with this combination, and I loved it so much. So I want to have a pinky option. So I'm going to use my Maybelline Superstay Ink Crayon. This is in the shade Stay Exceptional. It's like a really pretty pink. This is very long wearing, and it kind of stains on the way out, so it doesn't just go like come off completely right away. So it's a really beautiful like way that it wears off. This is it right here at the bottom. So pretty. And the lipstick that's going to go inside is my Hermes. This is in the shade Rose Nuit 54 matte formula. It's really pink. In my video, I say that I just don't like it too much. But when I used it this weekend in combination with this Maybelline ink crayon, I thought that that combination was so pretty. So as you can see, these two down here. So although the top is like a little pinky combination too, the lip liner will make it more nude here. But this is like a pink combination. So these are the 5 lip products that I want to use in my Shop My Stash for 3 weeks. Okay, so now I think you guys are probably wondering like, okay, great, we saw the makeup you're gonna use, but what about the eyes? What about the eyes? This was so hard, you guys. As you know, like my channel is really focused on eyeshadow, and I do a lot of palette reviews and things like that. So I have a lot, so it's really hard to choose. But I think I know which palettes I want to use for the next 3 weeks. I did pick 3 palettes. So the first palette is the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. Is this even a shock? I am obsessed with green eyeshadow. I know that there's a lot more shades in here than green eyeshadow, but I see mostly green. That's just where my eyes go. And I just don't give this palette enough love. I have used it a little bit, but it just doesn't get as much love as it needs to get. And so I really want to dig into this one and see what other looks I can create that are not green. I had a look on my Dior Autumn Mood blush video that people really liked. I created it with this one, but I didn't even use green. Maybe I used a little green, but not too much. So I want to see what else I can do with this palette. The next palette that I want to use is my Nomad Cosmetics America's Parts palette. I really liked it. I loved the color story. Everybody loved this palette, but I have so much that I didn't really use it too much after I filmed my video. So I want to dig back into this one and see what colorful looks I can come up with. It's a beautiful palette, and so I want to see what else I can do with it. And I think I want to use the greens. I haven't used the greens at all, or very much at all, so I definitely want to use this one. And lastly, in celebration of Mothership 9 that's coming soon, I want to dig back into a Pat McGrath palette. This is Bronze Seduction. My box is all wonky, but it's what's on the inside that counts. This is such a beautiful palette. The shade that really stood out to me obviously was this red shimmer shade, but there's so much going on here. There's a lot of like purpley brown tones, and then these special shades here look really amazing, and I haven't really dug into it too much. I also said during Pat McGrath week that I wanted to dedicate a video to each Mothership palette, and I've only done 3 palettes so far. I have Divine Rose 1, Divine Rose 2, and then I have Midnight Sun. So I really want to get started on that and stay true to what I promised. So I'll be working on a 2 looks, 1 palette with Mothership 5, which is Bronze Seduction. So those are the 3 palettes that I want to work with. I think that these give me like a really good variety. I get some greens in there. I have some special shades and Mother in here. We get some purples and some shimmers in here. And then Metropolis even has like really pretty blues. So we're gonna figure it out, guys. We're gonna do something with each of these palettes that's a standout. I won't necessarily be filming looks for all of the palettes for my Shop My Stash here. I'll film an update 3 weeks from now, but I will definitely be posting looks daily on Instagram as well. So I think it will give me like new inspiration to like do my makeup every day, post a different look every single day so that you guys can kind of see what I'm doing with the stuff I have. So I'm excited. I mean, again, this is just another way to like talk about makeup, get excited about makeup and what we already have versus all the new. Now, don't get me twisted. I will be picking up Mothership 9 and whatever the hell she releases with it because it's mine. I'm going to get it this month. It is what it is. And I do still get excited about the new, but using what I have in my collection gets me excited all over again. And so I've been watching these Shop My Stash videos and I've really been into them. So I want to use what I have. I'll still definitely be picking up Pat McGrath this month and just kind of giving you guys an update 3 weeks from now. Let me know. I'm not really sure how these Shop My Stash videos should go. I think I should just kind of make it my own thing and do it the way that I want to do it. But yeah, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what products you're excited about hearing about in my Shop My Stash. Let me know if there's any color combinations you'd like to see with these palettes. And yeah, let's just have fun. Let's just enjoy what we already have. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!